Yo, Disney, it's Nate and Jenny Rae back with Danny Elfman, the legendary composer behind The Nightmare Before Christmas, celebrating its 25th year this year. He's also the singing voice of Jack Skellington.
Okay, so a movie like this had never been done before, so how did you and Tim Burton figure out where to start?
Right.
We didn't know how to start an animated musical. Tim and I were talking about what do we do next, and Tim said, let's just start working on the songs because there's no script. and Henry needs to start shooting something. And so we kind of went backwards. We really started with the 10 songs.
Really?
And then,
okay, so that was our question. So take us back. So Tim Burton had the idea, and there was no script.
no, he had an outline of the story.
Okay. Wow.
And that's what Disney found in their archives, that they had this like old Tim Burton outline, and then he had a bunch of great drawings.
Okay, I gotta ask, when you guys wrote the songs, was your voice supposed to be the voice of Jack?
No, we had no idea what to do. We just knew what we didn't want it to be.
Okay.
And we didn't want it to feel and sound like a Broadway musical. I wanted to do something that felt like it could be it could have been made now, it could have been made 25 years ago, it could have been made 75 years ago, you know?
That's called a classic, and I think you did it.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't want it to feel connected musically to any era.
What was the process like creating these songs that everybody knows and loves?
Yeah.
It was as simple as this. I mean, Tim would walk in, and I'd say, just start telling me the story. And he'd show me these great drawings, and he would tell me a little bit of the story, you know, and he would just tell it like, literally, like, well, Jack's walking in the forest, and he sees these trees, and the trees have doors on them, and he's like, he opens one of the doors, and he gets sucked into this vortex. When he comes out, he sees snow. And he doesn't know what he's looking at. Everything's new and everything's exciting. And while he's telling me the story, I'm starting to hear a song. And I would say, okay, that's it. That's enough. Don't say any more. And I'd shoo him out the door, and I averaged about 3 days per song. And I would make a demo in basically Caroline's garage. And
I love it.
And all the songs were written, all 10 of them, in like 30 days.
30 days.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a favorite song from the movie?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Danny.
Well, okay. One of the reasons I was interested in, because I was doing 4 or 5 songs with the Elfman Burton show, starting back, whatever it was, 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, I've been to some of those. It was really cool because it's like all the music to Tim Burton films.
Right.
I said, why don't we do Nightmare Live? And I thought, I don't know. That sounds really, really hard. 10 songs in sync is an awful lot. But then I thought to myself, I will get them to perform the town meeting song.
Love the song.
That was always kind of a favorite of mine. And I couldn't do that on stage with Elfman Burton because it took a whole cast,
Right.
That was one of my motivations. Like, I really think I would love doing that song live.
Well, speaking of that, when we come back, we're going to talk to you more about the show you have coming up at the iconic Hollywood Bowl, where you're performing the songs live to film with members from the original cast. More with Danny Elfman after this. Hang on.